So what do you see on your screen right now? Well, this is the first magic lantern. That's right. How many of you are familiar with the first magic lantern? I know, well, we're all familiar today with the new magic lanterns, which are our cameras, our phones, our televisions, our tablets. Those are all the 21st century versions of the magic lantern. But let's just take a few moments to just go into what a magic lantern is and the origin behind it. What is a magic lantern? The magic lantern was invented in the 1600s, probably by Christian Huygens, a Dutch scientist. It was the earliest form of slide projector and has a long and fascinating history. The first magic lanterns were illuminated by candles, but as technology evolved, they were lit by increasingly powerful means. The name magic lantern comes from the experience of early audiences who saw devils and angels mysteriously appear on the wall as if by magic. Even when the earliest period performances contained images that moved, created by moving pieces of glass. By the 18th century, the lantern was the most common form of entertainment and education in Europe. The earliest known lanthorn show in the U.S. was in Salem, Massachusetts on December 3rd, 1743, for the entertainment of the curious. But the source of light for lanterns in this period, usually oil lamps, was still weak, and as a consequence, the audiences were small. And I just want to take a moment. This says that the first time it was really used in the U.S. was in Salem, Massachusetts. And I also think it's really interesting that is where the Salem witch trials took place. Again, I'm not calling witchcraft good, bad, evil, or anything like that. Some people will say it's all in how you use it, the intention. That is true, but I can't stress enough to source players, you don't need it at all. But I just think it's an interesting connection that the place where, to my knowledge, the most infamous trial of witches and witchcraft, dark magic, took place, the same place where the magic lantern was previewed in the US. So it could have some connection, or maybe it has no connection at all. I'm not sure. But simply, a magic lantern is a simple form of an image projector that requires a light source, a concave mirror to help intensify and focus the light, and a lens to project a painted picture from a glass slide onto a wall or projector screen. So I'm going to probably link a video in the behind the scenes section of earthofthestage.com if you would like to learn more about magic lanterns. And sometime soon, I'm going to actually add a reference page to the website, because I have so many documents that I think it'll be really useful if you guys were able to get a hold of them. Some documents you'll be able to find, and then I think some of the documentation that I have is a bit more obscure and not so easy to get a hold of. So as soon as I have some time, I'll figure out a way where I can upload to the website and you guys can actually just download some of this reference material for yourselves. But let's get into it. So magic is technology and technology is magic. And I say that Earth is a holographic projection that is simulating an environment that either once was and is no more. It could simulate an environment that still exists, but it exists in a completely different way than we know it now, or could completely be from imagination, and this particular world was dreamed up without reference to a source, but I don't think that's the case at all. You've also heard me refer to a holographic projection as a video game on steroids. Now, there have actually more recently been some movies and shows that have come out that illustrate what I'm trying to explain to you now. So these next two clips will be from Black Mirror, the USS McAllister episode, where he actually built the video game. Okay, he designed the video game. And because he was having some social issues on the outside world, nobody liked him, everybody made fun of him. He just wasn't a great person. He could go into his game and become a god. He could go into the game that he designed and completely adopt a new character or a new persona. But remember, in order for his game to work, he had to get other players to go into that game with him. Now, he was such a shitty person, nobody wanted to play his game with him. So through manipulation and deception, he stole DNA from certain people and uploaded them into his game so that he could have someone to play with. Because in his game, he wanted to be the man. He wanted to be the god. He wanted to act out something that was not true or natural to him within a simulated environment. But on the outside world, his world is completely different. So again, we'll get to that 2 episodes from now, where do you believe in God? And remember, I said, some game masters are cool, but other game masters are experiencing their own mental health issue. And whether they're in the real world or they go into a simulated world, that consciousness and those voids or deficiencies still follow you, no matter whether you're in a virtual body or a physical body. But again, that's the first clip. Let's take a look.
Am I dreaming?
Yeah, no, afraid not.
I remember dreaming.
Me too.
Where am I?
It's the USS Callister, Space Fleet's finest, exploring the furthest reaches of the known universe and beyond. We are its loyal space crew, and now apparently, so are you. Cheers.
Your name? Babe, what's your name?
Nanette. We've met.
Maybe. In the real world, I wouldn't have no way of knowing.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you'd better sit down.
No, I don't want to sit down. I want to know what's going on.
You're on board Robert Daly's ship.
Robert Daly, the CTO?
He's Captain Daly, our fearless leader.
Yeah, you're seriously gonna need to sit the fuck down.
Right now?
Okay. Listen, this is infinity. That's what we're all inside. That's where all of this exists.
Infinity the game?
Daly's got his own modded version of Infinity, reskinned to look like his favorite TV show.
Space thing?
Space Fleet, hence the groovy decor.
And this tasteful get-up.
Infinity, that's an online game, like a multiplayer deal.
This is his development build. Sealed off so he can control it. He keeps it offline so the custom code he's written can't be detected and deleted.
Yes, it's a bubble universe ruled by an asshole god.
Because you're not actually you.
What?
I know it's mental, but you're a copy of you.
A digital clone.
No, I'm me. I am me. I'm me.
No, not the real you.
Daly's created an identical digital version of you. Of all of us. From your DNA, he'll have harvested it somehow.
All right, again, that was from Black Mirror, the USS McAllister. And now the second clip we're going to look at is also from Black Mirror. And this is 2 friends, 2 heterosexual friends, straight males. I would say they had some type of bromance going on, and they found a way to act out their bromance in a simulated environment versus the real world. So again, these are just different examples of what I'm saying when I say this is a holographic projection. Let's take a look.
Done. Okay, now hold down the sync button on the controller.
Nothing's happening.
We haven't chosen our fighters yet. So I am
Rock set. Okay. So where's my guy? Lance. Damn. All right, Lance. Let's go.
okay. You have to brace yourself.
Brace myself. Come on.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Oh my God. Whoa. This is crazy. What the
Whoa, hold on a minute. Is this going to hurt?
The game emulates all physical sensations.
Is that a yes or a no? Ooh, it does!
All right, now I want to give you all one more type of example. In our world, the general public, holography is a new technology, or new as far as being used in the public space. But anything that is new to us, the general public, has probably been used and tested and experimented for decades with the government and other private corporations. So remember, if something is new to us, it's probably really old and it's just being introduced to us for whatever reason. But we have holographic projections where, let's say, and I'll get down to how this is kind of sort of, it's not a holographic projection, but what I'm doing right now, you watching me, is a type of projection. But let's say 20 years from now, where that high-tech holographic technology becomes available to the public, and you wanted to hire me to give you peer-to-peer coaching, and you say, you know, I want to feel like I'm in the room with you. There's a way for me to, not the Canon camera I have now, but a specialized camera to project my physical likeness in 3D form into the room you're in right now. So it might look like I'm sitting in the room with you, and you can look at me and I might look physical until you try to put your hand through me. Then you'll see, okay, this is just light. This person is made of light. So remember that whimsical kumbaya, we are all light. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that we need to click up and be all one. But yeah, we are a holographic projection. So to an extent, yes, we are all light. We're not physical. Meaning if you try to put your hand through that holographic projection, it would just go through. Because I'm just projecting my likeness from one location to another. So those were a few visual examples of what a holographic projection is. But now let's actually get into the actual definitions of holography and projections. So holography is a technique which enables a wavefront to be recorded and later reconstructed. Holography is best known as a method of generating three-dimensional images, but it also has a wide range of other applications. In principle, it is possible to make a hologram for any type of wave. Okay. Now, what is a hologram? Again, holography is the technology in general, but from holography, you can create different products. So one product from holography is a hologram. I know in recent years, the Tupac hologram was this really big thing. For me, it was just weird. I could only watch like little snippets because I was like, this is too weird for me. I don't want to see Tupac like this. But let's get into what a hologram is. A hologram is a photographic recording of a light field formed by a lens. The holographic medium, for example, the object produced by a holographic process, which may be referred to as a hologram, is usually unintelligible when viewed under diffuse ambient light. Okay, one more time. A hologram is a photographic recording of a light field rather than an image formed by a lens. All right, so 3D and 4D. Do I want to go there right now? No, I don't.